You were their lesson, you were not their victim. Someone here thought that you were an easy target or that they were able to get whatever it is that they wanted from a situation. And they realized too late that you were their karma. You brought some kind of justice into a situation that you may have not even realized that this was happening. It's almost like spirit was working through you, but you brought balance to a situation here. And someone that has gotten away with a lot, has tried to play a lot of people, has tried to be maybe this is even a narcissist or someone who has narcissistic tendencies, has gotten away with a lot until they encountered you. They may have seen you as an easy target. They may have thought that they could get away with something, but you were not their victim. You were their lesson. Okay, I keep hearing that over and over. So this message may not resonate for all of you, but Spirit is saying, Pisces, you were the narcissist karma. You were their storm. And whatever is not built on integrity, whatever is built on lies or manipulation or deceit, is going to crumble down eventually. But some way, somehow, spirit working through you brought this karma or brought this tower down a lot faster. So someone here, Pisces, doesn't know how you did it. They don't know how you know. They have no idea why they can't escape your energy, or why they can't maneuver or manipulate their way out of the consequences of their actions. So I don't know who this person was to you, but you are not their victim. You were their lesson. You are the only one they can't escape. And this person may have tried to play a lot of people and gotten away with so much until they encountered you. Yeah, Spirit doesn't play about you. Holy Spirit, what does Pisces need to know at this time? What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What are your messages for Pisces? Okay, your first message is cut off game too strong. Some of you Pisces, you have the Queen of Swords or King of Swords energy. Even if you don't identify as an air sign, Pisces is all 12 zodiac signs in one. And some of you are embodying the King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy. You may not realize it that you're coming across a little bit cold or a little bit detached, but what I'm getting here is this is some kind of defense mechanism. You can't be warm and friendly and open and inviting to people who are narcissistic or to people who are trying to outsmart you or trying to get away with something or be deceitful. It's almost like you have a different side of you to where you can close up, you can switch off your emotions, and you can lock away your heart so that it doesn't get taken advantage of. So your cutoff game is too strong. This person knows that when you're done, you're done. When you walk away, it's the end. So your cutoff game is too strong. They feel like you're being cold or you're being too emotionally detached. They feel like they have no access to your energy. And I'm hearing the word gray wall. Someone feels like they have no access to you or your energy. They have no idea where you're at or what it is that you're up to. Your cutoff game is too strong. Some of you Pisces may have blocked and deleted this person, and they have no idea how to access you, how to re enter your life. Tell me more. I'm hearing from Spirit, you did the right thing. If you had to cut someone out of your life recently, you did the right thing. What do you want Pisces to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Emotional discipline. You're no longer giving this person the benefit of the doubt. You're no longer being friendly towards people that are not extending that same compassion or that same empathy towards you. You are reserving your energy for yourself. And with emotional discipline, people that used to be able to guilt trip you into something or trigger you into a reaction, they're noticing that they have no say in your life. They have no control. And it's something to do with your emotional it doesn't allow you to allow certain kinds of people or certain kinds of behavior around you. And for some of you Pisces, there's something here about you becoming more sensitive to the energy around you, to where you can feel the littlest of shifts. If someone is saying the right things, if someone is smiling, you can feel the energy behind their words. And that's how you know whether you can trust someone or whether you can't trust them. Are they following the truth? Are they of integrity? Or are they just saying or doing the things that are going to convince you in that moment? Okay, I'm getting someone here that has many masks, or someone here that has many personalities, or they show up differently depending on the situation or the person. Because this person, I'm getting chameleon vibes, but not in a good way. Not chameleon in the sense that they're adaptable, Chameleon in the sense that they're trying to be deceptive and they don't want to be caught, they don't want to be seen, but you see them. You know the truth, is what I'm getting here. Cutoff game too strong, and your emotional discipline is not allowing them any access to your energy. Whoever this person is, they were feeding off of your energy. Whether this was your friendship, your connection, whatever it is that you do for them, your presence, this person was feeding on your energy because they don't have that kind of energy for themselves. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? And we have all yellow cards here. This is signifying your solar plexus chakra. This is the chakra that allows you to take action, to be motivated, to feel self-empowered. This person is realizing that they can't come up against you, that they're not going to win, is what I'm getting here. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? What are your messages for Pisces? Stealth mode. You're being advised to keep certain things to yourself, to not tell people what your plans are, to not tell people what it is that you're up to, and maybe even to change your schedule around. Because what I'm getting here is almost like a stalker energy. Someone used to know where they could find you or where you would be expected at a specific time. So some of you Pisces with stealth mode, you may have some stalkers or people watching your every move. Stealth mode is about moving in silence, and this almost reminds me of the Seven of Swords energy. Making moves in silence and being strategic and keeping things to yourself. Because you got a lot of people watching, and as you can see here, we have all yellow cards. This is about your self-empowerment. This is about your own potential, your own motivation, and your ability to get things done. And if you have people trying to pull on your energy, if you have people trying to feed off of your energy, there's going to be less energy for the things that you want or for the things that you're trying to focus on. So, yeah, all of these yellow cards are signifying your solar plexus chakra. Some of you Pisces, you may be going through some kind of an upgrade here when it comes to your solar plexus. For some of you, this may manifest energetically or physically. If it's physical, you may be called to improve your digestive system, what you're eating, how you're digesting, are you drinking teas, okay? If it's energetic, this is about your own self-empowerment. This is about feeling worthy. This is about having strength, motivation, power, the will to do things, being excited to get moving. And again, this is your solar plexus. For you, this is a sign to meditate on your solar plexus chakra or to listen to subliminals because there's some kind of unlocking here. You're about to unlock a more powerful version of self, and it's happening through your solar plexus. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time? There's another yellow card that wanted to pop out. Okay, it says here, you are not mad, you lost interest. Someone here is upset that you've lost interest. You're not playing the game. You're not matching their energy. You're not reacting or being triggered by what they're saying or doing. So someone feels like you're indifferent to them. And that hurts them more than if you hated them or if you were upset at them. For some of you, this may be a narcissist or someone who has narcissistic tendencies. I know a lot of people throw that word around, but what I'm getting here is someone is offended at the fact that you're not giving them any attention. You're not giving them the time of day. You're not even focused or paying attention to anything they say or anything they do. It's almost like they feel insignificant or irrelevant because they can't trigger a reaction from you. They can't get you to fight with them. They can't get you to match their energy. Yeah, you're coming off as unbothered. And that bothers this person. They're offended that you're not giving them the time of day, that you're not giving them any attention. You are not mad, you lost interest. Some of you Pisces, you've noticed a lot of these tendencies or a lot of these behaviors before to where it doesn't surprise you anymore, it doesn't startle you, you're not shocked to see people that may have these tendencies. You've seen the red flags and you're not falling for the games, is what I'm getting here. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? Okay, that's too many cards. We're only going to pull a few more messages. What do you want Pisces to know at this time, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know at this time? Invested in you. So this goes back to stealth mode. Some of you Pisces are being advised to keep things to yourself, to be private about your moves or about what it is that you're working on. Because with invested in you, this is not a good investment. This is invested in you, as in they are obsessed. They are stalking. They're watching your every move. They want to know what you're up to because they're trying to come up with a strategy or a plan. And with invested in you, they are thinking about you more than they would want to. You have their attention, and this is why they feel so hurt or so offended that you don't give them a second thought, that you don't give them the time of day. You were their lesson. You are not their victim. This person underestimated you, is what I'm getting here. They didn't think that you would see this coming or that you would be able to bypass whatever kind of games they had in store for you. It's almost like this person has a strategy or they have a certain way of approaching people to where they categorize people. If you are nice, friendly, and kind, they put you in a category. If you are more shy or reserved, they put you in another category. Whoever this person is, they've been running game for a long time. And every single attempt to trigger you, to create a reaction, to upset you, it's not working. So they are more invested in you than they would like you to know. It's almost like this person is trying to hide their obsession. And their obsession is there because you're the first person that this doesn't work on. You are the first person to tell them no. You are the first person to shut them out, is what I'm getting here. And if you cut this person off, if you blocked or deleted them, they are offended. Okay, they took this to heart. It hurt their ego. Yeah, emotional discipline. You're not sharing your emotions with this person. Your emotions, your energy is too valuable to waste it on this person, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, you are not even mad. You're not upset. You're not surprised. You're not shocked. You just lose interest in this person. So you lost interest, and that caused them to become more invested in you. Yeah, divine justice is being revealed. This person thought that they were never going to be caught or that they were never going to be held accountable for their actions. Because they've been getting away with it for so long, they thought that it was going to be like this forever. And you were some kind of a tower moment. You were their karma. They played with divine energy and now they're having to pay the price. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know in regards to this reading? What does Pisces need to know at this time? Selective. Your standards have gone up, is what I'm getting here. All the work that you've been putting into yourself, all the energy you've been investing into yourself, your value has gone up, therefore your standards have gone up. And this person can't manipulate their way in. They can't deceive their way in because energy doesn't lie. This person can say the right thing, they can act right, but you pay attention to energy. This person may have thought that you were going to be an easy target, that they were going to be able to get away with whatever games or strategies they had. This person may have seen you as an easy target. They may have, again, they may have underestimated you. They may have created a narrative in their mind that is not the truth of who you really are. And with stealth mode, the more that you keep to yourself, the more that you keep quiet, it's almost like this person becomes more and more obsessed. Yeah, divine justice is being revealed to this person. Because they had gotten away with so much bad behavior or so many trespasses towards other people's free will, they thought that it was going to be like this forever, that they were going to have this kind of advantage over other people until they met you. You were the narcissist karma, is what I'm getting here. You created some kind of boomerang effect to where all the energy that they have dished out to other people is now coming back times 10. And the thing about karma is sometimes this happens through other people, it comes through other avenues, sometimes it takes time, but when it comes to you, spirit is not playing. Their karma has now been accelerated, is what I'm getting here. You are the karmic storm in this narcissist's life, and now justice is being served. With selective, and you are not mad you lost interest, I'm getting a message here from spirit that all the inner work you've been doing is starting to reflect. So your value is going up, your standards are going up, and this person now realizes that unless they do the inner work, they're no longer on your level. They cannot actually access you because energetically you have already leveled up. You're already up here. So again, this person, they feel offended because they were not able to drag you down to their level. If this person was trying to trigger a reaction from you, if they were triggering some kind of drama in your life, you didn't match the energy. So this person doesn't have a choice other than to do the inner work to rise, and they're not willing to do that. So yes, your cutoff game is too strong. This person realizes that when you're done, you're done. When you walk away, it's the end. This is not you playing games. This is not a back and forth. This is not you waiting to see what they're going to say. This is a final decision. And with emotional discipline, they're realizing they don't have access to your heart. They don't have access to your feelings, and you're being very logical. And to them, they feel like you're cold or detached or distant. They feel like you don't care, is what I'm getting here. Invested in you. The more obsessed they get, the more they try to stalk you, the more they try to figure you out, the more lost they get. This is a part of their karma. It's like this person was out to get certain people. Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about this person? What do you want Pisces to know about this person? Okay, the lovers wanted to pop out. This person feels like they're chained or bonded to your energy. They feel like they can't escape you. You may not give this person a second thought, but this person, because they've been so invested in you, now they've become obsessed. They can't escape your energy. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, the sun in the reverse, a Leo energy. The hangman in the upright, Pisces energy. And the justice in the upright, Libra energy. We have 3 major arcanas. Yeah, there is no escape. This person is being forced to face themselves and to really work on their shadows. And for you, Pisces, you brought justice not only to yourself into this situation, but to a lot of other people. Tell me more about the justice, Holy Spirit. Clarify justice. What do you want Pisces to know? What do you want Pisces to know about justice? 5 of Pentacles. This person feels like you abandoned them or you left them out in the cold. They feel like they're having to rebuild because whatever they had was not of integrity. It did not have a strong foundation. So when you came in, it's almost like a tower moment. They feel like the rug was pulled from underneath their feet, and whatever it is that they were building, it fell apart. So 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, they feel lost and abandoned and left out in the cold. Tell me more. Clarify the justice, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about the justice? 4 of Wands. They feel like you're celebrating, having the time of your life, dancing, having fun, while they have to go through this rude awakening. 5 of Pentacles. That is how they perceive the situation. Not to say that this is the truth, but with justice, you did bring balance into the situation. So 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Give me one more, Holy Spirit. What is this justice for Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know about the justice? Anything that was taken away is now being given back times 10, is what I'm getting here. Clarify the justice for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Okay, that's way too many cards. I'm only going to get a few more. What is the justice for Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know about the justice? What do you want Pisces to know, Holy Spirit? Tower in the reverse. They were trying to avoid a tower moment. They were trying to avoid some kind of change. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they were running away. I'm getting avoidant energy. It's like this person can throw shots, but they can't take them. It's like this person was expecting other people to carry the load or other people to do the work, because the Knight of Swords can be very flighty, very inconsistent, avoidant. Okay, Tower in the reverse. Even though they were trying to avoid some kind of a shakeup or a tower moment, you brought this tower moment into their lives without even realizing. This was spirit working through you to bring this tower down. Justice, card number 11. Natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, and accountability. So yeah, it does go back to karma and integrity. Because this person's foundation was not built of integrity, this person was lying, deceiving, manipulating, with a tower in the reverse, whatever it is that they built on top of those lies, it fell apart. This is why the tower is in the reverse. They were trying to avoid the change. They were trying to avoid the destruction of the tower, but it came in either way. Spirit accelerated this person's karma through you, is what I'm getting here. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences, the good, the bad, and the fugly. Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It highlights clarity of motivation and intention, and it asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect of your thoughts and actions. Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow, and learn from the many different parts of you. In your current situation, be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the equation. If fear is causing you to act in a way that you aren't proud of, seek a variety of perspectives before judging another person's actions to be good or bad. You may have given this person the benefit of the doubt. You may have wanted to trust them. You may have seen the good in them or their potential. The spirit is saying, Pisces, there's a difference between someone's potential and someone's reality, who they really are, who they're choosing to be, and what their actions are guiding them to do, what their consequences are. And there's something here about not getting tangled up in someone else's karma, not getting caught up in the crossfire, not becoming collateral damage. Justice is here because you did the right thing. You cut this person off, and this is how spirit is now able to work through you to bring some kind of a tower moment for this person. The only true path ahead of you is not one that is necessarily black or white, but it is always one of love. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating of teachers. Consequences, retribution, karma, injustice, inequity, dishonesty, imbalance, and need to take responsibility. Tower in the reverse. They already knew that they were not doing the right thing or that eventually it was going to catch up to them. But they were trying to avoid the tower. They were trying to avoid some kind of change. Knight of Swords in the reverse. They would come in and destroy things and then run out. But some way, somehow, they got caught up in the middle here. Now they're obsessed, invested in you. This person may be stalking your every move. They may be looking on social media. They may be going to places where they think you're going to be. They may be talking to people around you or people that used to know you. I'm getting here this person has become more and more obsessed because you are the only energy that they can't escape. They actually feel guilty for what it is that they did, and they usually don't, is what I'm getting here. This person tends to be disconnected from their emotions, but because this tower has now fallen apart, they're being forced to reconnect. Yeah, I'm getting avoidant with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Someone that runs in, destroys things, and then runs out. But they were not able to do that with you. Five of Pentacles, they got caught up. They got locked up, is what I'm getting here. The door is closed. This person is feeling defeated. Yeah, you were their lesson. You were not their victim. This person underestimated you. And now they're having to regret that. I'm getting here, if this person tries to apologize, is not a genuine apology. They're just trying to escape the karma, they're trying to escape the consequences. They think that if they apologize, that they're not going to have to do the work. They will never recover being forced to change. Divine justice is being revealed. A life becoming stale, refusing to change, fear of the unknown, avoiding a disaster, denial. This person was trying to avoid a disaster of being found out, or being faced or confronted with their behavior. So, this may have been a person, Pisces, that, just like the chameleon, could change their personality, the way that they are, with different people just to get whatever it is that they want. Not in the sense where they're adapting, but in the sense where they're trying to deceive. And that did not work with you. It says here unexpected change, chaos, the rug being pulled from underneath their feet, beliefs being challenged, new awarenesses and perspectives, destruction. This person is going through some kind of destruction, being unsure of who they are. Yeah, they're having to reevaluate things that they've been running away from. They're having to face things that they've been trying to avoid. Because with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, I'm getting here avoid. Yeah, they feel like they have no way out. They're having to face their consequences. They're having to face their actions. They're having to take accountability. And there's some kind of victim mindset with this Five of Pentacles. Why is the Hangman here, Holy Spirit? What do you want Pisces to know about the Hangman? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You are too kind or too generous, Pisces. You may have overgiven love, empathy, compassion, resources, opportunities to certain people that did not deserve them. The dark side of the Hangman, or the shadow side of the Hangman, is that it can be self-destructive, to where you do the most for other people, but you don't do it for yourself, to where you give everything you have to others, but then there's nothing left for you, to where you may place other people's needs before your own, but you end up having to pay the price. So that is the shadow side of the Hangman. He can be a little bit of a masochist, he or she, or can be more on the shadow side of things, to where there is some kind of self-sabotage or some kind of self-destruction or some kind of abandonment of yourself, okay, for other people, choosing others before you choose yourself. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you were too nice or too kind, or you overgave to the wrong people. And with the Hangman being in the upright, this is a good sign that you're getting some kind of enlightenment. You're getting a new perspective. You're seeing things in a different way. The Hangman is also a very unconventional card, to where if people think you're going to go left, you end up going right. To where if people think you're going to do this, you end up doing something completely opposite. So there's something unconventional about you that doesn't allow this person to understand you. And they were trying to understand you in order to manipulate you. But there's something unconventional or something unpredictable about you to where this person can't pin you down. Yeah, you lost interest, you're not even mad. This person thought that you would hate them or that you would react towards them. And they don't even have that much importance in your life. You're not giving them any energy. You just lose interest. You're unbothered, and that bothers this person because they want to be the center of attention. If this person is not a narcissist, they sure do have narcissistic tendencies. So, Hangman in the upright to the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. You overgave, you were too kind to the wrong people. Tell me more. Why is the sun in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know about why is the sun in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know? Ten of Cups in the reverse. They didn't get the outcome that they wanted. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright. Luck is on your side. You have divine favor. Spirit has your back. Ten of Swords in the reverse. There is no way back. This person can't accept an ending. With cutoff game too strong, when you're done, you're done. You're not playing games. You're not pulling away to get the other person to chase you. You're not giving them the silent treatment to play games. When you are done, you are done. This is not a game. This is not a tactic. It's not a strategy. It's just over. They don't exist in your reality. You don't send them energy. You don't love them. You don't hate them. You nothing them. And with cutoff game too strong in the Ten of Swords, they can't accept the ending. We have two tens here. We have the Ten of Cups. Wow, we have three tens. The Wheel of Fortune is a 10, major arcana. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 10 of Swords. So 10, 10, 10. This is over. This is the end, is what I'm getting here. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I'm getting a little bit of a twisted message. This may not resonate for all of you, but I'm getting a message here that because this person underestimated you, because they see you as an easy target, the fact that you were able to pivot this person's games or this person's plan, they feel like you betrayed them or they feel like you had it out against them. But that's not the truth. It's almost like you were alerted by spirit that this person was not meant to be trusted. So you did what you had to do. You cut this person out of your life, and they feel like this was a strategy or a plan that you had. They feel like you were the one that betrayed them, even though that was their intention to begin with. Their intention was betrayal. Their intention was to play games. This person got a taste of their own medicine and they can't handle it. They can dish it out, they can throw it, but they can't take it. Five of Pentacles, they feel defeated. Whatever Knight of Swords energy they were in the reverse, it was very flighty. They were there to cause chaos, to cause destruction. They would run in and mess things up and then run out. And so with the Five of Pentacles here, they're caught up. There's nowhere to run to. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to escape. They're having to face their karma. Yeah, 10, 10, 10. This is over. This is the end. But this person's ego is not at peace because they feel like they have to have the final say. They're still plotting. They're still trying to find a way back in. This is why it says invested in you. They're stalking you, but the more that they try to figure you out, the more lost they get. Because you're not meant to be understood. You're not meant to be figured out. You were not their victim. You were their lesson. They still don't understand what makes you so different or why the outcome was different from other people. Again, this person has gotten away with a lot, and you are the first person to put a stop to them. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. You are too kind or too generous to the wrong people. And now you've learned the lesson to reserve that energy for self, to take a step back. The Hangman can be seen as a passive energy of taking a step back, but that is when the universe is at work behind the scenes. That is when miracles happen. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're going 1,000 miles per hour. If you're on a treadmill, you're not getting anywhere. So with the Hangman, you have a different approach. You don't take action until it's aligned. You don't take action until you have the green light, because it doesn't matter how fast you run. If you're on a treadmill, you're not getting anywhere. So you're not going to spin your wheels. You're not going to try the hardest. You are allowing the universe to take a step forward. You are allowing the universe to work things out for you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the reverse for Pisces. What is this Ten of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? What is this about? What do you want Pisces to know? Please clarify. The Fool in the reverse. They may have seen you as naive or inexperienced. They may have seen you as innocent, but in reality, you turned out to be a Queen of Swords. You knew the entire time, is what I'm getting here. You may not say certain things that you observe or that you realize. You may keep it to yourself, but it doesn't mean that you don't know, is what I'm getting here. Eight of Cups in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about the Eight of Cups in the reverse? The Chariot. Eight of Cups is a card of walking away, and the Chariot is a card of pursuing. You've triggered this person's insecurities without even knowing. This person wants to chase. This person wants to know where you're at or where you're headed. They're trying to catch up with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more. What is this Eight of Cups in the reverse, Holy Spirit? What is this Eight of Cups? Seven of Cups. There's a lot of confusion. This person doesn't know what hit them. It's almost like they're being forced to look at themselves. They're being forced to take accountability because there's no more running. There's nowhere to run to. There's nowhere to hide. Whatever kind of avoidant behavior, they're being faced with themselves. Five of Pentacles. They're trying to follow you. They're trying to keep up with you by stalking, by trying to investigate you, invested in you. But with the Seven of Cups, they feel very confused because this person can't take accountability for what they did. It's almost like their ego can't handle it because that means that they're going to have to admit other things that they did wrong. So their own mind, their own ego is trying to protect them from taking accountability because whatever it is that they built is falling apart. It wasn't built on integrity. Yeah, you were this person's truth, is what I'm getting here. Clarify the Eight of Cups. What do you want Pisces to know? No, Pisces, this is crazy. Ace of Cups. What did I say? This person can't accept that this is done, that this is the end, because we have 10, 10, 10. Tens are all about completions. It's over, it's done, it's completed. The cycle has finished. And an ace, a number one, is all about new beginnings. So this person can't accept the ending. They're wanting another chance. They're wanting a new beginning. Why, Holy Spirit? Give me a few more messages for the Ace of Cups. What do you want Pisces to know about the Ace of Cups? What do you want Pisces to know? Fragile ego. Yeah, if they have to accept that they did something wrong in the situation, it's almost like they're going to have to own up to everything they did wrong in their entire life. Owning up to one truth is going to force them to own up to a bunch of things that they did against other people. And their fragile ego can't handle that because they built an identity that's not rooted in reality. Green light. They see you moving forward and they see you succeeding, and they can't accept that they're not a part of that. Checkmate. They feel like you won. This is why they can't let it go. This person feels like they have to have the final word or the final say in the situation. And because you cut them off, because you walked away, they feel like you had the final laugh or you had the final word. And this is why they're wanting a new beginning. Not because they changed, but because they want to weasel their way back in. Because they want to have the final word. This is about their ego. It's not about what they've learned because they're not there yet. This person wanted to take credit for your work. They wanted a part of your new beginning. And because you cut them off, cutoff game too strong, and with emotional discipline, you're not sharing your emotions with this person. They are getting a very distant, cold, detached side of you. And with the Ace of Cups, it's almost like they felt entitled to your rewards. They felt entitled to your new beginning. Seven of Cups, you're still going through confusion. It's almost like this person believes their own lies in order to justify their actions. Yeah, they can't even trust themselves. Holy Spirit, why is the Ace of Cups here? What is this Ace of Cups? Please clarify. What do you want Pisces to know about this Ace of Cups? Ace of Wands. They feel like you won. They feel defeated. And this is why they can't accept it. They feel like you got the last laugh. The Six of Wands is a card of victory and success and being celebrated. Pisces, you are receiving a new beginning in your life as a reward for the work that you've done. And this is a very promising new beginning. This is going to be emotionally fulfilling. This is going to make you very happy. And the Six of Wands is a card of success, of victory. This person feels entitled to your success. They feel entitled to your journey, to know what's going on with you, where you're at, what you're planning to do. Yeah, Seven of Cups. This person is a snake. They didn't want you to see what they were doing behind the scenes, how they really felt, what they really thought. They may have thought that you didn't deserve your rewards or you didn't deserve the good things that were happening for you. This snake behavior talks about betrayal, talks about sneakiness, being sly, being shady, trying to get away with things. Again, creating some kind of drama or fight or confusion to distract you so that they could get away with something. You see how that snake is just sneaking away while he's trying to figure out which cup? That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to create some kind of drama or chaos or confusion so that you didn't realize why they were truly there. What was their real reason, their real motivation? The Hierophant, you already knew. Pisces, you are being backed up by spirit. You are being protected by the divine. There is no reason to fear. There is no reason to be afraid of this person or their intentions or anyone else because spirit is going to alert you. You are acting as some kind of karma for these people. They're in for a rude awakening. Five of Pentacles, they're already having to face the consequences, but there's some kind of resistance here. It's almost like this person is trying to paint the picture of being the victim. They may even tell other people that you put them in this situation or that you were the one to do this to them. Again, they can't own up to it. They can't take accountability, so they're blaming other people. I'm getting here strong victim mindset. So yes, they're having to pay the price, but they still haven't owned up to what they did or why they did it. Okay, we had the card of fragile because if they admit it, if they own up to it, if they take accountability, what is it going to mean for everything else they've done to other people? It's like this person's ego can't handle it. They can't handle the fact that they were the bad guy or the bad girl. They can't handle the fact that they were the villain, that they were deceitful, that they were the snake. Yeah, the Hierophant. You were the lesson, not the victim. You were the karma they never saw coming, and now their entire world is dismantled while yours begins to bloom because the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity, a new beginning in your life that is happy, that is emotionally fulfilling, that you can trust. With invested in you, they thought that you were going to be easy to forget, but Spirit says they can't stop watching you, dreaming about you, and replaying conversations and looking at old messages. This narcissist thought that they could break you, but now they're the ones breaking. They're haunted by your energy, Pisces. The more that they stalk you, the more that they try to figure you out, the more obsessed they become, the more invested they become in your energy, while they feel like you don't care. Because with emotional discipline, your warmth, your energy is no longer accessible. They no longer have access to you. You are being emotionally disciplined. And as you can see here in the Queen of Swords, she has locked her cup away. They have no access to your emotions or to your heart. They were a red flag and you had to cut them out. Yeah, your cutoff game is too strong, and now you're very selective with who and what you're allowing around you. You are not mad you lost interest. This person is upset that you don't hate them. You don't send them any energy, they don't exist in your reality. Holy Spirit, how can Pisces better protect their energy? How can Pisces better protect their energy? You have the Knight of Cups. How can Pisces better protect their energy? Holy Spirit. Two of Swords. How can Pisces better protect their energy? Six of Cups. Wow, Pisces, I was not expecting this message because I'm getting a two-part message here. There's a message of being open to what's to come, but also not falling for the illusions because the Knight of Cups can look good surface level, but there may not be a whole lot of depth or emotional maturity or emotional intelligence. So with how can Pisces better protect their energy with the Two of Swords, there's something here about not being blindsided, not being in a place of darkness, not allowing yourself to make decisions from a place of confusion or a place of not knowing. Because the Six of Cups talks about memories and history. So if you're looking at the past while trying to move into the future, You may repeat certain lessons that you don't have to repeat. So with the Knight of Cups, yes, be open to what's to come, be open to the new, but also don't fall for the illusions. There's something here about not being guarded or not being defensive. That is not necessarily how you protect your energy. Because it's one thing to build walls, and it's a whole other thing to have boundaries. Do not shut yourself down or close yourself off from opportunities, because with the Knight of Cups, there is a need here to be open, yes, but don't fall for illusions. You're going to have a lot of synchronicities, a lot of messages that come up to help you align with a higher timeline. So, in order to protect your energy better, Two of Swords, don't make decisions from a place of confusion. Don't allow someone to rush you into a decision. With the Six of Cups, do not repeat old lessons and do not re engage with energies from the past. Holy Spirit, clarify Selective. What do you want Pisces to know about Selective? Here we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Not every friendship, not every match, not every new person that comes into your life is meant to stay or is meant to have access to your inner circle. Because the Two of Cups in the upright is a card of friendship, soulmates, connection, companionship, but in the reverse is a card of separation. And what I'm getting here for you, Pisces, is that it's very important for you to know who's actually in your corner. Who can you trust? Who is following the truth? Who is telling the truth? Because if they can't be honest with themselves, they're not going to be honest with you. So, with the Two of Cups in the reverse, not everyone deserves to stay in your life, and not everyone deserves to know who you are, to have access to the things that matter to you, to have access to your inner circle. Because what I'm getting here with invested in you, this person may be asking around or maybe talking to people that you used to hang out with because they're trying to gather intel, they're trying to gather information. They may say that they're trying to see how you're doing or they're trying to check up on you, but that's not what this is. This is some kind of obsession that this person has in figuring you out. It is not just about trying to figure you out, is the fact that they couldn't break you. So if they're trying to figure you out, they're trying to find a way to break you. They're trying to find a way to get to you. And this is why not everyone that comes around, not everyone that seems interested, not everyone that's wanting to know your deepest, darkest secrets, they're not meant to stay, Pisces. With emotional discipline, you may have to really pull back your emotions so that you can see the truth, so that you can use your head and think clearly before you let someone get close. Clarify Selective. What do you want Pisces to know about Selective? You want Pisces to know? Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is a card of protection from haters. In the reverse, it's talking about strengthening your boundaries. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Blocked communication. You may have blocked someone, or you may have deleted their number. They may have no way to communicate with you, because this is a card of taking action. This is a card of messages, emails, phone calls. This is a card of moving forward, but in the reverse, there's some kind of a blockage here. You may have blocked communication with this person, or this person may not know how to communicate with you, or this may be a blockage that Spirit has placed in order to protect you. Selective being clarified by the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Defending yourself, being attacked, being misunderstood, a need to erect energetic boundaries. Haters, they'll emerge only after you've made it onto your perch, whipping their wands about and asking you to defend your accomplishments. I'm getting here, there is no need to justify yourself or to explain yourself to people that are not meant to be in your life. Okay, I'm getting here a lot of nosy people asking intrusive questions or personal questions. There is a need for stronger boundaries, is what I'm getting here. Sometimes competition emerges as a result of shining brightly in the world. If you're feeling attacked after sharing your magic, it is important to remember that others likely want what you have. So stand up bravely and continue to do your beautiful thing. Mindfully call feelings of love and well-being into your body and create a protective bubble of energy around you. Remain synchronized and aligned with your bright vision and reject any low vibe negative states that others may be pushing. You don't have to accept their opinion as truth, especially when they are vying for your position. Pisces, some people may want what you have or what it is that you've been able to accomplish, and this is why you have to be very careful who's around you and for what reason. You were the narcissist karma, but you also have to be mindful not to allow the wrong kinds of people around you, so that you don't have to go through multiple lessons, so that you don't have to even share your energy with people who don't have the ability to match it. Check to make sure you're acting in a way that is aligned with your highest values. And when you know that you are, don't let anyone stop you from achieving your dreams. Your affirmation is, I am deserving of this success, and I will bravely shine my light into the world. The main message coming from Selective and the Seven of Wands in the reverse is that you have to protect what is yours. You have to protect your own success and your position. And yes, there's a lot of people that are being nosy about you, that are very invested in your life, that want to know more, people that are stalking, people that are obsessed. But that is not your problem. I'm getting here that as long as you have emotional discipline, as long as you have strong boundaries and you know when to cut someone off, it's not going to affect you. Stealth mode. Keep some things to yourself. For some of you Pisces, you may want to not tell anyone until it happens, and maybe even then reserve that truth for yourself. Because you may have people that are secretly competing with you, or people that are trying to send evil eye. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Clarify stealth mode. What do you want Pisces to know about stealth mode? Five of Swords in the reverse, mind games. There's a lot of people that feel the need to compete with you or feel the need to outdo you. With the Knight of Wands, you're showing up as free-spirited. You may not even know, Pisces, how you're being guided or where you're being guided to, but you're allowing your spirit to lead you in that direction. Yeah. So someone here can't figure you out. They don't understand the way that you think. They don't understand the way that you move. And with stealth mode, it's better for you to keep this to yourself. Tell me more. Clarify stealth mode for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about stealth mode? Pisces to know about stealth mode? Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There's people here that are envious of your abundance. They're envious of your independence. They're envious of your ability to make things happen. Because you have a strong sense of self, because you're individualistic and you don't attach yourself to other people, they don't know how to guilt you into doing what they want. They don't know how to make you feel bad because you're not following the common narrative. You're not doing things just to please other people. You're doing what pleases you. And with stealth mode, they don't like that because they don't know what you're up to. They don't know what you're planning. Someone here feels like they played themselves because what they thought was going to draw you in, what they thought was going to get you to chase or to try to explain yourself or do the most, was actually what pushed you away. So someone's plan backfired, and with this Five of Swords in the reverse, it's almost like this person feels upside down. They feel out of their element because they're not able to get the outcome or the result that they want. This person may be very good with their words. Hey, this may be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be an air sign. But I'm getting this energy of someone who's very good with their mind and with their words. So with stealth mode, they don't have any information to go off of. So they don't know what to assume. They don't know what to think about you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about the Five of Swords in the reverse? Okay, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take them. I'm only going to pull 3 more clarifiers, and then we're going to move into the extended. What is this Five of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? What do you want Pisces to know? Page of Pentacles. Pisces, something about you is so grounded and so centered that this person can't shake you, they can't rattle you. If they used to be able to trigger a reaction, if they used to be able to get you to overthink or overanalyze or get you to try and do the most for them, with the Page of Pentacles in the upright, you're so grounded and so rooted within yourself that they can't sway you. They can't influence you. They can't shake you up. They can't even affect your balance. You found your center. You found your groundedness. Tell me more. Clarify the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Ace of Wands. You have brand new beginnings entering your life, and this is some kind of reward. This is meant to spark your passion, spark your curiosity. It's meant to get you excited for what's to come. This person may have tried to sabotage your blessings, and they're realizing that they can't do that. It's not up to them. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. The Magician in the reverse. This person, I'm getting strong air sign. Doesn't have to be an air sign, but the Magician represents Gemini energy. The Five of Swords can be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Again, it doesn't have to be that sign, but this person had a hidden agenda. They had ulterior motives. They used their knowledge, they used their power to deceive or to manipulate, to get their way, with the Magician in the reverse. I'm hearing crocodile tears. If this person has ever cried in front of you, They're not real tears. It's not coming from a real place. They just don't know what other buttons to push. They don't know what other strategies are going to work on you. They don't know what else to say or what else to do because they're not getting the outcome that they want. Yeah, Knight of Wands. They can't predict your next action. Magician in the reverse, questionable intentions, manipulation, selfishness, but your emotional discipline has kept you within yourself. You're not really opening up your energy, is what I'm getting here. People no longer have access. They can no longer connect to an energy that was once open and friendly and inviting. Now is showing up closed off or detached or cold. So we have a lot of air energy coming in and a lot of fire, a lot of wands. So, Page of Pentacles. This person knows that you found some kind of balance or center within yourself that they can't rattle, that they can't trigger. So, they're trying other ways. Holy Spirit, what are this person's regrets? What are this person's regrets? What are this person's regrets, Holy Spirit? The Temperance and the Three of Swords. Wow. This person regrets hurting you or being deceitful towards you because they are now feeling this pain times 10. They're realizing that whatever kind of negativity or pain they've tried to cause in your life, it actually empowered you. It actually made you stronger and it helped you master your craft. So they are regretting the fact that whatever they tried to do against you actually worked in your favor. What would this person say to Pisces? Holy Spirit, what would they say to Pisces if they could? Death and Rebirth, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. What they would say to you, Pisces, is that you caused this transformation. You are the end to their ways. Seven of Cups. They would say to you, Pisces, that they're no longer confused. They're starting to see the reality of their actions. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm going to have to clarify the Seven of Cups. But whatever kind of confusion was there, it's no longer there. And they want to talk to you about that. Yeah, the Snake. It's almost like they want to ask you if you always knew. They want to ask you how much you knew about them or what is it that gave them away. But they would say to you, Pisces, that you were their transformation. You were the end. Yeah, and their regret is that they made you stronger. Whatever they tried to throw your way to break you or to knock you down actually made you stronger. It actually helped you master your craft. It helped you alchemize this energy and turn this pain, Three of Swords, into power, the Temperance. I'm going to head over to Patreon for the extended. For the ones of you that do resonate, the link is down below for the extended reading. We're going to look into what you don't see coming. What is it that Spirit wants you to know? What is your final advice and guidance? And we're also going to look into emotional discipline and cutoff game. Who are you being guided to release out of your energy so that you can move forward? Because with emotional discipline, you're no longer... I'm getting here, Pisces, that if you used to be open and friendly and your energy used to expand, it's almost like you've been able to contain your energy to where now your energy is more potent, more focused on the right things. Okay, I'm getting Queen of Swords energy. So if you resonate with this reading, the link is down below for the extended. It gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.